Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't...
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
4th down, and this crowd occasion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do it.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's
wide open spaces. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice sacrifices it in an offense, when you can generate explosive plays by running the football, you got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Luck. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Runs through a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes the grab on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Buckeyes top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The corners are walked up tight. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together.
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Sends it downfield. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? They'll run for it. Flying down the left side. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up by 17 over Coastal Carolina. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bean. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first down. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
So now it's 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun to give to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be brought down. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Makes the catch, it's best. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. So first down will open up the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Got it. Cricket.
Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Back to pass on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offsides. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He fires one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the... end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for...
Makes a catch down the right side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll keep it himself. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The option look. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Ready, go!
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolute